can actually hear the frogs. And you have the full moon. The moon has rised nicely here in Cape Town, South Africa. This is Sean Caulfield speaking. And with the full moon, we have some symbolic of the full consciousness. So I'll be sharing with you more about the consciousness of the Mayan calendar in this video. Beautiful moon. It's actually the day after full moon. Really beautiful. Just rising above the mountains. 17th of March 2014. 13 monkey on the Mayan calendar. 13 is completion. And tomorrow we start a new 13-day wave with one road. And monkey is about exploring and creating. And tomorrow road is conductor of destiny. This is part 2 of the video about explaining the continuation of the Mayan calendar. And in this I will attempt to share with you how the cycles continue of the 9 levels, as you can see there. And from there I want to go back quite a far way and then bring us to the now and the future with regards to the cycles of the universal wave and how they all correlate with the 9 levels and the continuation of the cycles. It's actually quite interesting. It's very intriguing for me, and I'll be sharing this with you during the course of this and future videos. As I've said in this video, I'll be sharing with you the understandings, and one can also go to these websites, as you can see there. This small diagram here represents the growth of the 9 levels of the Mayan calendar. More is on my website, that's seancaulfield.com, and you can see this diagram. And what I'll be sharing with you in this video is how the 9 levels continues. The whole 9 levels is actually one of these 260-day counts that lasted 16.4 billion years. All started here and completed here on the 28th of October 2011 with 13 Ahau. So all the levels came to 13 Ahau. And all the levels, each of the levels is one of these 260-day counts, but exponentially smaller from one level to the next by 20 times. So each of these levels is a 260-day count, but resonates to a condensed frequency. And so what we're going to look at, and what I'll be sharing with you, is the 8th level, the so-called galactic cycle that resonates with the 9th level. That's what we need to look at and get an understanding of where we've come from and where we're going to. And I'll be showing you the dates as we go along of how all these dates actually, where we are now, the 18-day wave that we are in now is actually water, 10 water. So we've gone through each of these on the galactic plane. Each of these 20 glyphs is 360 days, and we're in the third 360 days since the completion of the Mayan calendar. And so we are nearing the middle of the third 360 days, and it has meaning and a resonance to creation. And this is what I'm going to show you in this video, and I'll be showing you another version of this diagram with the dates. And these are the 20 aspects to creation. There's a lot to take in, and you can go to the various websites that share more information as we go along. We'll try and bring some comprehension to the continuation of the Mayan calendar. Remember to look back to part 1 to see more of my explanation, and I'm going ahead now. It's the 18th of March 2014, and on the personal Soul Keen, the sacred calendar, the count of 260 days, today is one ebb road, one being that the 92nd day of the 260-day personal Tzolk'in. And each one of us are born into one of these 260 days, which holds a resonance to share a little bit about our character, and it's very interesting to look into that. So today is a start of a new 13-day cycle, and Road is all about the conductor of destiny. So it's quite appropriate that I'm explaining this information at the moment. So as we go forward, just to share with you that this is the 260-day count, but exponentially bigger, of 260 times 18 days, that started the beginning of the 8th level. You can see what I've written there, in 1999. So the 8th level is over here, and as I said, this is the 8th level. It started in 1999. All the information comes from this inscription. And you can go to Dr. Kellerman's work and read his books for information about the 9 levels. It's incredible the work he's done. It's kellerman.com. 13 intentions, which are the growth of the tree of life from seed to fruit. The first day, the first night, and this all correlated to the different years, 2000, 1999, 2000, 2001, all the way up to 2011, when all the levels completed. So all the levels completed, with the last 18 days being from the 11th of October to the 28th of October, and completion of the 7th day. The actual last level, this is the 8th level, and this is the 9th level. The 9th level is 20 times smaller than the 8th level, and the 9th level started with the 18-day glyph of one rabbit here in March the 9th, 2011, to the completion of the 9th level with all the levels on the 28th of October 2011. And this 9th level is 234 days long, being 13 times 18, again back to the 13 intentions, which all start here, and it shows you how it works. Initiate, reaction, activate, stabilize, and empowers. Flows, reveals, that's the middle. Harmonizes, forward movement, challenge, that's when the bud drops off and the flower appears, for clarity, and then the flower wilts with understanding, and the fruit comes through with completion. Number 13. So here we have the 9th level, should I say, the universal wave. Remembering that the Tzolk'in, the 260-day Tzolk'in, on each of the levels is exponentially differing sizes. And just to share with you, this is the various things I have on the mantle here. This being the Bushman rattles, got the lovely eagle feather, the rattle, the guinea fowl feathers, the porcupine quill, the bulrush, the Mayan jaguar man, porcupine quills. And this actually is the glyph that we're in now, the 360 day that we're in now, which I'll explain now. It's Ak-Abal, which started in September 2013, the end of September 2013, which is the recreation of unity and dampen world. Okay, so we've come through all these 9 levels, which can also be looked at as the 9 months of gestation. So we're birthing, with the completion of the gestation, we are birthing a new world. And this is the diagram that shows you the understanding that you can see with Dr. Kellerman's work. Okay, so as I said, we're birthing a new world. This is the beginning of the birth. The birthing starts 2011, first 18 days from 29 October to 15 November 2011. Universal consciousness birthing starts. So each of these cycles are quite relevant. You've got 20 times 18, which equals 360 days. That's the tun. And you've got 13 times 18, which is 234 days, which now becomes the universal wave. And each of this, within the universal wave, we've got the 18 days, which is a 9 plus 9 day wave. That all starts, as I said then. And so it starts with the different 18-day aspects, and each 18 days is a different aspect. Wind, night, which is Akbal. So this is where we are at the moment, and we've gone through, as I said, these first few 360-day waves. We're into 2013 into 2014, which starts here, and we actually are in the 18-day wave at the moment of water. We're coming to the completion of it on the 28th of March. We're actually reaching the middle of it now. The 19th of March is the midpoint, 19th and 20th, which is 10, the number 10, which is manifests. So I'll be sharing more in future videos on this. I'm going to be putting all the dates in, and there's a lot to share, there's a lot to absorb. This Tzolk'in that started, this exponentially big galactic Tzolk'in, is actually 18 times 260 days, which equals 4,680 days, and started, as I said, on the 29th of October and goes through to 2023 something or 22 something, which I've still got to work it all out, and it all completes here, the first galactic Tzolk'in. And explaining to you this glyph, which is Akbal, each of these 20 aspects is also a glyph, and we've gone through the first one, which is alligator, and then we went through wind, and then we're going through night, which is recreation of unity, and we come to the midpoint of night over here, the 180th day, which completes on the 3rd of May, and completes on the 15th of April. That's the 180th day, and so that's also relevant and all holds a resonance to creation. And I'll be sharing more as we go along. I've said quite a lot, and I hope it all makes sense. Have a great day wherever you are. This is Sean Caulfield, and my website again is seancaulfield.com. Thank you. Okay, lastly, before I complete this video, I just want to explain something that I've come to grasp. And with the completion of the 9 levels, everything that was happening before the completion was still growing, so it was growing to maturity. And now that we've come to the completion, we are birthing a new world that is able to grow in full maturity. So in essence, the understanding I have is that there were a lot of manipulations up to the completion of the Mayan calendar, and up to the completion there were lots of distortions, and humanity went through big learning curves. But now that we completed, we have been given the fruits of life so that we can understand life on a universal level, which is really to understand life to be sacred and to work with respect and honor and oneness. And everything is about oneness, really, because nothing is separate. So now that everything's completed, we're going into a new birthing of understanding this, and it's still going to be a process to getting to understand that. Many people are going through chaos because the world's been in such a place of chaos. We're learning how to be one. And so another thing I wanted to just share with you is that with the place of being at 10 water, Muluk, we also, 10 is challenge. So challenge manifests the gifts. And then we come, the next 18 days from the 29th of March is 11, which is the flower, which brings the resolution and clarity. But also remembering that we're in a 234-day wave, which started back here in September last year with light. So that carries through, that energy of light carries through the next 234 days, which all completes with 13 road from 4 May to the 21st of May. The fruition comes here. And so we're going to be going into a new 234-day wave of read from the 22nd of May. It's important information because it's all about holding the resonance of creation and aligning with the understanding of it. And this has really helped me in a big way to understand things. Okay, well, there you go. Remember to look back to part 1 to see more of my explanation, and I'm going ahead now. It's the 18th of March 2014, and on the personal Soul Keen, the sacred calendar, the count of 260 days, today is 1 ebb road, 1 being that the 92nd day of the 260-day personal Soul Keen. And each one of us are born into one of these 260 days, which holds a resonance to share a little bit about our character, and it's very interesting to look into that. So today is a start of a new 13-day cycle, and road is all about the conductor of destiny. So it's quite appropriate that I'm explaining this information at the moment. So as we go forward, just to share with you that this is the 260-day count, but exponentially bigger, of 260 times 18 days. That started the beginning of the 8th level. You can see what I've written there, in 1999. So the 8th level is over here, and as I said, this is the 8th level, started in 1999. All the information comes from this inscription. And you can go to Dr. Kellerman's work and read his books for information about the 9 levels. It's incredible the work he's done. It's kellerman.com. 15 intentions, which are the growth of the tree of life from seed to fruit. The first day, the first night, and this all correlated to the different years, 2000, 1999, 2000, 2001, all the way up to 2011, when all the levels completed. And just to share with you who's actually behind the camera talking, this is me, Sean Caulfield, speaking and sharing my passion of understanding the cycles of time. It's a real great time to be alive, and I really enjoy sharing this. And any questions, feel free to ask. Have a great day.